Chestnut.
Hello, everybody out there in the digital world. I'm getting feedback in my ear, which is a good thing. All right, so welcome everybody to Phygital Nights. We are here locally in Hilliard, Ohio at Leap and Lizard, where you can come down, get a tasty beverage, and converse with the bartender, Gina, tip her very well. And then enjoy some comedy. We're going to start off, as we normally do, with my Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut podcast. And this week, we actually have a guest. So hopefully everything works out all right. All right, let's get to... All right, so real quick, I wanted to mention that our open mic this evening is a competition. The winner gets a gift card care of Bailey Digital Media and our executive producer, patron of the art, Steve Marak. Big cheers for Steve, everybody. Steve. But anyway, so the winner walks away with $25 gift card and a place in the finals of the Road to Lizardpalooza contest. And the winner of that eventually will $100 and a paid 5 to 10 minute set at Lizardpalooza from June 19th through the 21st? Boss man. All right. Yes. So, I'm going to kind of rush here because I did see that my guest is waiting in there. So, just wanted to set up, tell a little bit about the week. All right. I've been hustling for about a week now. It started on Saturday. Started on Saturday. I had a garage sale. I don't normally have. Basically, it ended up being a one-man card show in my driveway. Had about 5 people that stopped by. The first being her daughter, who were there to collect football cards. So I hooked it up. I gave her a couple of Bengals cards on the house because, people getting young people into the hobby is very good, and I appreciate that because I learned to collect cards when I was a, knee-high to a grasshopper, they say. But anyway, so, made $2 there, which wasn't much. But then I had another guy come over with his son, dropped $200 on some cardboard, all right? I was pumped at this point, but then nobody else stopped by. But then I got a call later, and this guy was really itching for some 1991 Upper Deck baseball cards. He was chasing the Nolan and the Hank, and he dropped $160. So $360 for a makeshift card show. Not too bad. All right, so I'm going to kind of flip the show a little bit, and we're going to celebrate a sporting event that starts off tonight. The Eastern Conference Finals. That are unaware, the Eastern Conference Finals are being played in Madison Square Garden. Does anybody know who the Cleveland Cavaliers? I was gonna on jersey, but I felt that was slightly disrespectful since he was knocked out already. All right. So just rip through these and kind of, explain, how my weekend went. It was Friday night. It might have been Saturday. I don't know. But I was pumped to watch a high-quality WNBA basketball game between the Indiana Fever and the Washington Mystics. Everybody knows the Fever because of Caitlin Clark. And, there may be, this may be a little foreshadowing because there may be something to do with Caitlin Clark come up later. But anyway, my current favorite player in the WNBA is Sonny Citron. And Sonny Citron went into Indiana to play this past weekend. Sonny? I mean, whatever I want until she corrects me in person. hit me up, Sonny. Hey, it might be, might be an opportunity. We'll get there eventually. All right. I hope we got like an autograph of somebody cool in this, because I spent megabucks on this megabox. And for those that are unaware, new product is very expensive, and I usually really do this just for content. So you're welcome. All right, let's see what we got. If we got anything cool, I'll put it in our display spot, which I have a beautiful gold ice. I think it's gold ice. Gold ice Jackson Dart. Just saying, it is for sale. Let me know. All right, going quick. Aaron Wiggins, Bilal Koulibaly. Nope. One. Oh, guys, just wait for it. All right, anybody familiar with the Mojo pattern? Mojo, it's kind of like cool, sparkly, fun. Well, what if I just told you a flag? It's not. He's not as good as Cooper, but we get what we get. This actually is a good one. This is a net. We got a Victor Wembanyama. Him up because it's what you. That's cool. All right, keep it going. Nothing. That was a black refractor. A special fancy refractor, and I don't have my cameraman being able to tell me where. I believe that's 33. But still, numbered card. We like them. Paul George. Oh, we got a goal. Sorry, yellow. Oh, yellow auto. Chaz Lanier. Yellow Mojo out of 75. Do we have any big pit? But if you want to buy it, you know where to go. All right. Christian Anderson. We did pull some numbered cards. The Castle. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna keep moving on. Think I. So, Bowman is the future. And, as I said, Sonny Citron had a killer night, put up 30. They won in overtime, 104 to 102. I was so hyped at the end. I ended up going to it's within walking distance, but it's it's a sports brand. And I went there, and you guys know me. I cannot turn it off. So I spent the entire night pitching and promoting Phygital Nights. Phygital Nights. Drop a lizard emoji in the comments right now if you know how. And if you haven't been here to leave a lizard for a live showcase, you are missing out. All right, so we're moving on. Michael, I will need your help changing settings here in a second. So I've been trying to line up some interviews. I've been doing interviews in the bar. But I finally got a reputable person who is in the line of work of some of the things that I do. Also, at some point, and I'm going to encourage that wholeheartedly. But anyway, so we're going to lean into our podcast theme, and we're going to find out how people survive bad breaks and celebrate the good ones. All right, so can you bring up our guest? And I will bring him up. Hopefully we can hear him. Let me know when he's on screen. Audio, video, man. Well, all right. So,
hello? Can you hear me?
Hello. All right. So I'm going to introduce you real quick. So my man, who is my guest here, has between two channels, 120,000 subscribers on YouTube? Is that, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, YouTube, but anyway, roughly.
Cary is also he is American Arbitrage Cards, and he is also the co-host of a podcast that I actually financially support because
yes,
I enjoy them so much. So welcome to the show. If you want to say anything about yourself, Cary, please share. We are a bar full of people just sitting here waiting for some comedy.
Awesome,
and enjoying
your time. No. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But yeah, no, I'm a full-time reseller. Like I go to thrift stores, garage sales, and I flip sports cards and I make content. That's what I do full-time since I graduated from college. So yeah, it's been a great ride.
And where are you originally from?
I'm originally
California,
from,
but where did you grow up?
I spent most of my life in Utah. So I'm a big time Utah Jazz fan. But you guys have Donovan Mitchell over there for the Cavs, so I like Donovan Mitchell quite a bit.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I you can't see it, but I'll send you a picture of this Ace Bailey. It's a Mojo refractor. I might send that your way just for being a good sport here, Cary.
All right, no worries.
And I'm also looking forward to my invitation to the No Bangers Sports Card Podcast, which I am a big fan.
I'm glad, man. Yeah, that's my card one too. I love that podcast.
Okay, so I do have a couple questions for you, Cary. I try to keep it light. Kind of the idea of the podcast is, I'm looking into the breaks of life, good, bad, for example, my car broke down beyond repair a couple weeks ago. Couldn't make it to my, my set. Ended up, my neighbor came, and he is a big fan of this establishment. Stayed, had a great time, spent a lot of money. So that was a good break that turned from a bad break. So a couple of my questions. All right. So you talk a lot about the business of selling and reselling. What is the single biggest mistake that you see new sellers making in the hobby right now?
Probably doing what you just did, opening product. Yeah. I mean, if it depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to have fun with sports cards, then open. But if you're trying to make money, which is my goal, I've done it a couple ways. I open, and film it, and I've actually done really well with that, making money off that content. But in general, I buy singles. I find undervalued cards, and I flip them for a profit. That's what I do. But opening boxes, if you're trying to make money, is you're not going to win. It's just like scratching lotto tickets. I mean, it's fun for a moment, and then you feel, pretty bad for the rest of the night.
For sure. It for content. So, all right. So we've all had that moment where we bought the dip on a player, and the dip just kept dipping. What's the worst bad break investment that you've made that you can look on now and laugh at?
So like my whole premise for my channel and what I do is I'm not investing in cards. I'm looking for guys that are undervalued, like in boxes that people have priced undervalued and that I can flip for a profit right now. But in the past, I have done that. So let me think of some guys that I can. A lot of people during the pandemic in the 2019-2020 class, like Sekou Dimbanyayo. I forgot how to say his name for the Pistons. Gosh, there was a ton from that class. I got some. I remember I bought some Jordan Bone, who is for the Detroit Pistons. I forgot where he was out of, but he had a couple games in like a preseason or the bubble or something where he did well. And I had, I was buying some of his cards. Since that period, I've tried to be much more disciplined with it, because it seems like when you're trying to invest in sports cards, for every correct guess you have 2 incorrect guesses from my experience. Yeah. So it doesn't seem like the best use of my money. So I've been careful with that lately.
For sure. And, I appreciate how you, show your audience, where you're sourcing your cards from. And, I enjoy your vlog style videos of you and Don. Shout out Don.
Yeah.
Buster loves Don.
Hi. Yeah. Awesome.
But anyway, love those vlog styles. But, I also like to sit down, Cary talking at the camera style videos as well. So always keep that coming. All right, so let's keep going, and hopefully I hyped up this answer. I'm sure I did. Sometimes the universe just hands you a big win. What's the luckiest, completely accidental good break that you've stumbled on while sourcing cards or making content? Go ahead and
Yeah, you know the story. So there's a big card convention in Chicago. Well, actually, this was in Cleveland.
It was in Cleveland,
Ohio.
Cleveland rocks.
It was in Ohio. So there is a thing at the National Sports Card Convention. If you buy certain boxes, you get a free national pack. Like, it's a special pack you can only get at the National Sports Card Convention. So I went, of course, and bought the cheapest one I could so that I could film it for content and everything and open it, and it'd be fun. And then I got my one free pack. They made thousands upon thousands of these packs. And I opened it and got 2 cards out of it. One was inconsequential, and the other was a 1-of-1 gold vinyl Caitlin Clark rookie, like from Panini. Insane card. I didn't realize how good it was at the time. I was shaking. I was shivering. I thought it was worth maybe $1,000, couple thousand. Dawn, my wife, she was upset, thought I got ripped off because there's only 2 cards in there. I took it to Golden because I'm like, everybody around me was like, you got to take it to a consignor place. I took it to Golden from the TV show. They immediately took interest in it. They sent it to be graded. I got a PSA 10, and I think it was like 2 months later, it sold for $40,000. So from a free pack. So I can't believe that happened. I've never had anything close to that. Before that, in a pack, maybe $400 was my best card I ever pulled. And that was after opening 30, 40 garbage boxes. So it's not something that you can count on, but I got a once in a couple lifetime pull, and I'm probably tapped out for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, you had that luck, and I'm sure that luck spurned a little bit of interest in your socials.
Sure, yeah, no, of course.
I just want to say I was there before that. Just saying.
Oh yeah,
just saying. All right. So, all right, I got one more question and then a statement that whatever. But anyway, so when you hit a dead box, whatever, you're a well-picked through dollar box, all right? How do you mentally or financially spin that into something productive for your channel or, one of your various marketplaces?
So,
if you're hurting, you need to source your cards, but unfortunately, you maybe woke up a little late. I'm not throwing shade, but and missed all the great.
Here's the thing: like at most places where I'm looking at bargain boxes, there's more than one. So you need a dip when you feel like a bargain box is terrible. But let's say there isn't much at a show in general where there's tons of bargain boxes. I'll make money many different ways doing what I do. So I'll take pictures of the cards. I'll make videos on the cards. I will make content, and I will make some money that way. But that's what's fascinating about the modern world, dude. Like, there's so many ways that you can basically show what you do for a living, or show what you're passionate about, show what you collect, and make money on it, whether it's selling, whether it's talking about it, photos. There's all sorts of just random things nowadays that can be profitable and good. So that's what I would do. I would take some photos, maybe talk some trash about how bad that box was. I don't know. I'd figure something out.
I mean, I feel like I've seen some of those videos.
Yeah, I've done them, man. I've done them.
All right. Well, Cary, that is all of my questions. Thank you for letting me grill you for just a moment.
Of course.
But I did have one, I guess, question, statement, whatever. So I'm gonna. I don't have tickets yet, but I'm gonna finagle my way. Maybe taking a day trip to Chicago for the National. So hopefully we run into each other.
Yeah, bro. I'll be there all 5 days.
If not, I'm gonna beg Tim to let me, sleep on the floor or something. All right.
Message me if you're coming out. Let me know.
For sure, man. Thank you so much for being my first remote guest.
That's really awesome, dude. It, man. Awesome, of course.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, man. Good luck.
Hey, real quick before we go. Can I do a 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. No bangers.
No bangers. Let's go, bro.
I do it every time, by the way. Just saying.
Have fun.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Guys. Bye.
All right. Give it up for my guest, YouTuber, American Arbitrage Cards. All right. All right. I'm just going to skip. I'll probably just open these later. But because we're getting a little bit later in the evening, all that stuff, we want to get to the comedy. But yeah, so I did open this. I have to open it. So if anybody wants to, help me open it at some point, feel free to come check it out. Open a pack, whatever. But that leads me to, kind of some of my bigger news. So Sunday was supposed to be my recovery day, my day of rest. I put things away from the garage sale. I organized the driveway spoils. I rested the vocal cords until Sunday night. Sunday night, I got a call from an acquaintance named Chaz from this company called Dynasty Sports Cards. We started talking about the market, the surge of WNBA popularity, and where the hobby is heading. And I can't say everything yet. But let's just say a massive partnership is in the works. If you like what I'm pulling with, the Bowman, with the WNBA Prism, you're going to want to pay close attention to whatnot in the next coming weeks. So the landscape is shifting. Live selling is becoming the way to buy and sell your products. So just keep checking out. And, when you're ready to buy some WNBA cards, let me know. All right. So, real quick, let me pick up these real quick, and I'm gonna say my outro while I'm picking up all my trash, because I gotta be respectful for my comedians here.
What up, everybody? Let's go! Flipping through the packs, chasing down that 101, yeah. Searching for the grail till the morning sun comes. Buster! Hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. We hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. Whoa!